Hi, how are you today? Today is the third week. Now, today's topic or topics is properties, material families, and types. So this is the third session. Now, as much as possible, I would like to simplify all this issue, all this family and types, because it's actually today's topics are covering a lot of stuff, but I would like to simplify as much as possible. Okay, so let me open Revit. Okay, now here is a Revit. So far, I made some are missing, but windows are not provided here, right? And doors, only one door, so two doors, three so far. So let me continue because I promised I continue. So as much as possible, I would like to continue. Okay. So let me say now. Let me go to the first floor plan. So far we have exterior wall and some doors and the stairs, right? And I provided a section view. Now more stuff. Basically, window location actually without having a floor plan you cannot get. So maybe let me provide a temporary, some kind of floor plan. So when you create, maybe let's say you want to create something here. Okay, now I have two things here, right? Two things. You want to make sure which one you taking. So now use filter. And I have, okay, I cannot do that because I have two walls here, so I have no choice in this case. Probably I should do this simply. I'd like to create a wall. And what kind of wall you specify. So now, actually, I'm opening property here, right? When you specify, you have already property. So this is what I'm trying to explain today. Then you specify what kind of. So let me say what kind of. Maybe how about this? Just a partition, interior wall. Okay. So interior wall partition I provided. So then now you have here. This is an option bar. Option bar telling you what is a measure setting for this wall. So then I'm going to specify, well, I'd like to make this wall height, not the depth. So that means toward upward. And then where to where. So maybe I think probably up to second floor. Something like this. You specify. Then where is a location line? So that means a guideline I specify, but without changing right now. And then I'm going to say I specify, I can make a wall here like this. Okay, I create a wall. Now this created wall, maybe I can move. I'm using arrow key, something like this. Something like this, right? So then let me take this stair and down a little bit because it's overlapping. That'll be fine. Now I take this wall, then whole aspect of, maybe not whole aspect. When I take this wall, so which means element, I will take this element. Then we have property here, right? Then you can see here what is, for example, location line, so core facing exterior, so that means the core part is structure part outside. So actually, you zoom in here, so this you can see the dot here. This is actually is outside structure, stat layer here, outside the structure. So outside, but I think this is strange to say outside because this is interior side, right? But actually, outside means when you draw, maybe let me try this. I just want to make a dummy. Same one. I draw this one like that. If you draw clockwise, then you know. If you draw clockwise, so then location line is outside. Location is outside. Right? So if I provide this one to chain, maybe let's say from the property, I will change this wall type, something like the exterior one. Then you will know it's exterior one, so, right? So that's exterior. So this location line would not be changed even you change wall type. I said wall type. So this is an instance. All this is one instance, but we share with the type. So type is all same. In a sense, it's all same type here. That's why you can see type property here, right? But if I change this height, something like that, let me say I change this a little bit differently. I change the roof. So now, what do I have? Now I have here first floor, but the top constraint, I change one wall, I change the roof. So you don't see here because it's not a common value. So if you want to fix the common value, you select what is common. So all these four walls should be up to second. You select that one, right? Then it's changed, right? That kind of situation. Now let me say that's a exterior wall. I don't want to use this one, so I select this and delete. Now let me say take this and create similar. Then I start from here to here. So that means like sign. That is a location, right? Like current setting is a location line is core facing exterior. Now let me say what do we have? Maybe this area is a parking garage. So this garage, and maybe let's say this is a utility, and then we're gonna have a door. So door, you take a door. And what kind of door? So far, garage door I provided, but not garage door. I would like to take single flush door. So just simple. So then probably somewhere under here. Take that. Then you provide that way. You provide that way. Right? So now we have, you open that. This is a door. So this is a door, single door, one single instant, and then we have property here. Right? That's the same property, right? Same property, but the location is different. I'm talking about not the location line. Location of door is different, but actually it's the same, all same property here. Nothing is different, right? But if you change something, let me say, if I change this, let me say head height, you want to change this, maybe 8. Now, if I do this, I select both here. Oh, I can select that. Window selection here. Then now you don't see any head height here, right? So that is the top part of door from the floor level. So how many feet? So we don't have it. Then you're gonna provide. So not the 8. Let's put the 7. Then you can see the both 7. So that's the default setting, I think. Right? Okay. Right. Now that's so far, you know, this is a property here of instance. That is instance. This is an instance. All this building element is which is called instance, right? No, this is an instance. All of this. But if you don't have, maybe let's say you don't have right now no selection here. Are you sure? I have a selection first floor here. I'm still selecting the first floor. You can see here, first floor is selected. Then I have here, view property. I'm not selecting anything, but I'm selecting views, right? So, which is called view property, right? So then view property, this is the issue sometimes. Sometimes it's difficult to understand, but let me explain some of the major property of view property, right? So right now, view is here, project browser, and you can browse different views. By the way, I'm using the residential template. Residential template has already this setting. Preset is already, you can see. But this is actually is a view. So view means you set the view to show your model with a certain kind of way. Right? But the project template has already preset view. Then when you create model, you can see already. But manually you want to create, you can create. Right? So anyway, let's start view property. So view property is very important because sometimes you don't see the element, you don't see instance. Okay, the element instance same thing in some context, and some context is slightly different, right? But you don't see many elements. We're gonna say the element. All this is element, right? These are the elements you don't see. But view property is set which element you want to show, which element you don't want to show. So for example, right now, first floor here. The first floor, what can you see? Basically, first floor plan is horizontal section, right? Horizontal section. Let me go the typical issue we usually need to deal with. So we have property, the view property, and then now goes down to maybe let me say goes down to, can you see? Let me go a little bit more down. Oh no, not too much. I think it's goes down to yeah, here it is. Can you see the view range here? Extend and the view range. And within the view range, you can see the edit. So I'm gonna edit view range here. So how does it work? Okay, let me click here. Click edit. Then now you can edit view range. So this view range can control where is the cut plane. So cut plane level, so horizontal section level is 4 feet from first floor. So associated level first floor, because it's the first floor. And then top level is associated level first floor 7 feet 6 inches. So that is a default setting, right? That is a default setting. Then bottom is 0. And then how deep you want to show. So that's a 0, same level, right? So this is very important. So let me just cancel that without manipulating anything, just cancel. Now, we have here views, sitting plan. Okay, first floor sitting plan. Let me click this. First floor sitting plan. Okay, it's kind of changed. Something has changed. So one thing is, I know this is probably I should set to the medium. So that's okay, right? It's a medium. But now, right now, not much different. Just I can see this roof here somehow, right? You can see the roof, but not much different. But I cannot see the stairs here. Just the outline here. Outline only, something like that. But you cannot see the stair, right? So this one controlling the size. Now let me open this situation. You can see very much clearly. View range is different. Okay, let me put the view range here. Now view range cut plane is above first floor 7 feet 6 inches, right? So that means you remember that the floor plan up to 7 and 6, and then sitting plan is above that, up to the second floor level, right? Up to the second floor level. So above the depth level is just opposite, up to second floor level. That's why you can see here, roof here, right? Because this roof is actually in the second floor, right? So that you can see, right? So now you can see this is a situation. So you understand the view range It's different. View range is different from floor plan and ceiling plan. That's why. So now let me just cancel that. Now let me say. Now, do you see door here? No, you don't see any door, right? Now let me go to first floor. We see the door here, right? Door here. Now door head height is 7, right? I put a 7. Now if I do this, let me change this view range. Change to, let me say, how about this one? Okay. If I do this, 7 space 6. Now it's all disappeared because the cut plane moved above the opening. Doors and window. A window I didn't provide. Doors. So same thing, window. Let me show you this situation. If I would like to put the window here, you select that. Then where do you want to put the window here? Somewhere here, you provide it. Wait a minute, I don't see any window here, right? I provided. But here you can see something, window is here, but cut plane is above. That's why you don't see it. So this is actually, it's not desirable. So therefore you need to change this view range to the original one. So what is the original one? 40, right? And then apply. Okay. Now you can see everything, right? Okay. Now let me see the Windows property. So that's very much similar to door, right? Very much similar to door. Okay. Now let me say other issue, probably okay. View range here. View range we have, and maybe some. Let me go to here. The scale. That's okay. I provide here. You can control here. View control bar. You can see. From that, you can see the scale here, for example, right? And the let me say, let's go to visibility graphics. What is it? Visibility graphics override, right? You edit. Now something pop. Now this is one maybe manually you want to change a little bit differently. You want to do this. Let me show you this property. You change this property value. So for example, I want to right now make sure this is only architecture, okay? Because you select all of discipline, it's going to be a lot. So I just want to stick to architecture only. Then let me go down. Let me say walls here. Let me open this walls, right? Walls. Now that's we have common and so on so. But let me say walls and maybe surface cut. Okay. Or maybe let me say, I think it's this one, transparency surface, or maybe cut. That's a section case, right? But let me try this one. Now override, no override, right? Right now I select this something. Well, let me put this red color here. It's change. Okay. Now then, okay, and then apply. Okay. Oh, okay. Now it does. I think cut override. This is one section case. No? Okay, I think it's something else. Well, I think I expected this one, but for some reason didn't change. I don't know why. Okay, let me see. This is strange to me. All right, let me go back again. Okay, maybe I didn't do that. No, I didn't. All right, let me say first wall. The wall here. Let me take wall again, and that should be changed, but it didn't change. So that's strange. So let me go to visibility graphics override. I think probably I didn't apply here. That's why. Right. So that is cut pattern. I provide transparency. So this is cut pattern. Well, then I did the wrong one. So let me just say, okay, now let me see. I did something like that, and the right clear override. Right, I did wrong. So this is not done. Cancel. So I think it's a transparency, not transparency, pattern. I think it's pattern here, cut and surface. I think pattern should be override, override. Okay, that's I didn't do this. I just changed the line. So let me say that's let me put here solid fill, right? Then drafting. Okay. Now that's I didn't take that one, right? Then I say okay, and then apply. Okay, right? So now wall is completely red here, so that's not the good. Maybe I'm not sure, but sometimes we need it. Maybe not the red. So if it's not the red, something happened. Maybe presentation you want to make, and then something you want to change, something like that. Okay, visibility graphics override. Again, so let me say this is not the case. Now, which color do you want to take? You're gonna change, maybe. Maybe let's say gray. Okay, and okay, and then apply. Now it's changed, right? Okay, something like this, right? Okay, maybe that's okay for now, right? Okay, so and other one probably let me say, how about this one? Graphics display. Now that one is something like this. Maybe let's see. This is okay, fine, but let me say that's maybe let me skip that part. Instead, I would like to say I select the wall here. Right? I select the wall. Oh, okay, so this is not override. And if you put yes, so something like this, graphics override. And you can change the transparency, but individually you want to change that somewhere like that. And then, okay. Now, the color is slightly changed, right? Slightly changed. So something like this, you can do that, right? Maybe that might be okay, right? Okay. Now, let me say, how about this? You have rooms here. Now you want to put some different color in each room, something like that. If you provide something like this, but let me see. I think this is okay, but I think it shouldn't work because I didn't provide a name here. So I think I need to wait that one. So if you do this, then I don't think it's anything changed yet because I did not assign the room. So that is a later time, right? Okay, that's a later time. But actually, you can provide the scheme here, right? And spaces and then room. But I don't have any room. It doesn't work, right? So maybe let me just cancel that. So if you provide room here, right? So now maybe I provide a room here. So that room here, then that's automatically named room. Maybe let's say this is a so entry. About that. Again, this. Utility. Right. Something like this. And for now, that should be okay. I change the name, right? So I change the name. Then now, by doing this, I would like to provide something you want to provide. So let me see. Right now, color scheme, nothing. But you can say space. Now I think a room name. So then name. So now assign the color here, right? Then apply and okay. So different color showing up like this, right? Okay. So these are you can control from the property. We have a lot, but just a typical one, or maybe easy to understand, the simplified way I'd like to show you. Okay, so now, maybe more, but I think I don't want to stick only view property only. Now let me go to, let me see. How about some element? So basically, all these are the element here. Element, right? View, so view element, that is element, that's a wall, right? This is a door. So now, what kind of organization do we have for this system? So now, if you go to family, so let me move on to the project browser. And within the project browser, you can see families. Now, I click families and they expanded. All these are the families. Families we have already inside this project. But all this, I didn't create all of this. Already preset. Already, these are preset. Already set inside project template, right? Then within that, so you can see, let me say, within that you can see many. For example, let's take a door here. So door, these are the door here, right? So let me take a door case, right? Doors. So doors we call category. Doors. This is a families, but the door is a category, right? Then within the door, let's say single flush here. So you open that. Single flush, this one we say family. Okay. Category, family. Then we have a size here, right? So take that one. This is the size. Now, I take this one, and what happened? I take that one. If nothing happened, this is something like I select here, but nothing is changing, right? This is a floor plan. View property you can see here. Now, but if you select that one, so something changed, right? Something changed. So this one is actually the size name is, this is the name of the type, and this is the name of family, and this is the name of category, right? So these are the all instance. So any instance belong to somewhere, right? That makes sense. Somewhere. Then organize category, family, and type. Okay. So then when you take, let's say take this door here, right? I selected this door. So what is this? 32 by 84. 32 by 84 here. This is one, right? This is one. This is one, right? Now I selected here and I selected here. Oh, sorry. I messed up here. I just want to take that. Now I'm selecting here and I selecting here is different, right? Now let me do this. I select this door here. Then here is edit type. I open that. Now here is open this. This is the instance family, instance property. But when I open, this is we call type property. This is a type property. Okay, this is a type property. Then this type property, it should be very much same to this one. But once I select it here, it doesn't allow me to use open this. But I can close and here. And now here is something like this. We have a dimension here, for example. Dimension, right? Dimension here. I select it here and dimension here, right? So maybe let me go click here and I select here again. I select here again. And then edit type without doing anything. Now here is a dimension, right? So as you can see here, open from here and open from here is the same thing, but you cannot edit from here. I don't think so. If you want that one, you can. So you cannot do anything, right? cannot just close or open, you can do this. But I want to change this value here, but you cannot change, right? So, but if you go to here, you select all, then you open edit type, then you can change this, right? You can change. Now, what kind of type do I have? All these types here I have, right? All these types I have. You can change that one, you can change. Now, if I change this type here, name, so now, let me say width are same, right? But height is different. That's 84 inches, 7 feet, right? That's right. So 84, 7 feet. That's why head height is 7, right? For this particular one. Now, you want to modify this one, you should do this. You should not modify in here, just simply. You shouldn't. Because this is the same name here, right? Type name. You need to duplicate. You would duplicate. And then, now here's number 2. So something you might need to change. But let's say accept temporary, and you can change this anytime you name. You can change. Then what do you want to do? So maybe let's say if I provide, can I do this 8 instead of 7? So if I put 8, will be height will be 96, right? Well, maybe let me put the 8 here. The 8. Then more do I have here? Okay, I think it's okay for now. For now, I put 8 here, right? 8 here, and then probably I'm gonna rename here. Then I'm gonna change this to 96. 6. Right? Okay, then 2 is not necessary. But here, okay. I changed the sign. I created new type based on existing type. That's easy, right? You can, this is already had this, but if you need here, right? Can you see that? 30 times 96. It's created here. So you already see, you can see already here, right? Then that's okay. Now, I change this one, I change, and that, right? 7 and here. Now, head height automatically change to 8. Right? This is originally set, right? It's changed because the door height is changed. The Revit detect, right? So, okay. Now, let me go to, let me see. Now, you can see from here, you want to edit. Let me say I'm not taking anything, but edit type. Well, what is this? I'm trying to edit type the floor plan. I'm trying to edit, right? So, and then you want to duplicate, and you want to change that, and you can do something. So that's okay, but I don't want to do this one mess up. Okay, I will not do this. Floor plan, I think it's the same kind of situation is fine. Just keep this. But some of the ones. So for example, do I really want to have square footage here? Or what? So now this is one space, defined space. This is one, it's a tag, right? Now, if I go to space, for example, I select the space, not space, room, sorry. Space and the room is different. This is a room. I select room and the name, and name is living, right? So, but name is in here, right? And number is in here. If I change this number something else, maybe 100, I change. Now, do you see that? This name value I change, then tag will receive new value, right? So that's one thing you need to make sure. This is a tag. So in fact, let me say here, in fact, let me delete this. Now, I delete it, but you have a space, and then you have color here, right? So you can see. Now, this is slightly, you can see, you have color. So then what do you do? I need just a room tag. So room tag, tag room, right? Room tag, I need. Okay. So do you want to save project? Why not? Maybe save. Sure. So now I have tag, right? I have tag. Right? But tag you select. Then this tag you want to change this tag something else. So maybe let's say you want to change this tag. Which tag? Now, which type do you want to select? So just the room tag. Now you don't have any square footage here, right? Right. So and then edit type and duplicate, right? That's a tag 2, room tag 2, and I put here. And I want to have show room number. No, I don't want to. Turn off. And okay, let me see what do I have. Just the living name only, right? So maybe some cases, maybe you don't need this show this. Well, instead, maybe I would like say I want to have a volume 2. Something, let's say, let me take that way. That way, okay, I want to take that. Okay, not that room, that's the tag I selected. And I want to say, maybe I want to change this, maybe not. I want to change this to, oh, no, not that way, sorry. I have a type selector here. So ready. I want a volume instead. Not computed. Oh, okay, something not computed. So right now 3D is not computed. Okay, I see. This is a case is not computed. Let me just. I think it's a problem. I'm guessing I can determine why, because I think it's maybe if I go to architecture and room area here. Now area volume computation, right? Now area only. So if I put here area and volume, both I selected here, then okay. Now cubic feet is available. This selection is square feet, right? So I change the setting, so that's okay, right? Can do that. Okay, all right, let me see. Let me go back to the wall here. What kind of wall? So now I'm going to investigate the wall property. I select wall. So very important one is, of course, the type selector here. What kind of wall you can select? That's you can select from here, and that will be very good. You can specify, right? Or maybe you can, when you create a wall here, when you create a wall, it's already here, so then you can select here. That's okay. But later you want. Now let me cancel that. Later you want to change this one, then you can do the same thing, right? So basically you have value. This is a type, what kind of type you want to take, and then within the type, what kind of, we say this is a parameter here, and then this is a value, right? Basically. Okay. So let me say, now take a wall here. The very important thing is for wall case. This is very important. Base constraint and top constraint, because that's define the height, right? That's define the height. So let me show you. Maybe it's very important. Okay, let me take that and create similar. Let me put let me say someone here. Okay, I just put one single wall, right? Now that is well, I created. Then when I create, I didn't do anything, right? But let me just say same setting because I create similar, right? So base constraint is first floor and top constraint is second floor, and base offset 0 and top offset is 0, right? So now let me see from north view. I'm gonna change this view. So let me minimize, and I want to go to north, right? Now here is the wall here, right? Here is the wall. Now if I change this value, if I select this second to roof, go up to the roof, right? If I provide some value offset here, offset 5 feet above. Now, this is 5 feet. Now, do you want to put some dimension here? Is that better for you to understand? So that's 5 feet, right? Right. Now, can I do the same thing for the bottom? Maybe I can do this. -1. Right? Can I have same value here? Let me confirm here. Right? Okay, 11, not 1. It's 11. Okay, because I selected the wrong one here. Right? So this now this is not. This is a foundation. This is a floor. Right? So let me change this one. I select that one. Then select this. Oh no, I think it's maybe I just simply do it one more time. So that might be better. Easy this case here. So let me take that. Select. Make sure that one. Right. That one. Right. So this is the most important type selection wall case. Type selection, and then so where to start the bottom, where to end on top. Right? So you need a constraint here, top constraint, bottom constraint. Right? That's a very important. So more, of course, we have many others, but that's just fine now. Right? Okay. This is a wall case. Now, let me say wall case is okay, but special issue we have. The wall is a maybe this is a family, wall family. Okay, let me go to family here again. Now, where is the walls here? Walls, this one is a category, right? And then within the wall category, we have a basic wall, and curtain wall, and the stepped wall we have. So what is this? So let me take that. I select the wall here, right? Then let me take this one, something differently. Well, let me go to down a little bit more. I have a curtain wall here, right? Click this curtain wall. Well, what is that? Just curtain wall here, right? Curtain wall. Well, curtain wall is just a glass glazing, right? So this is just curtain wall, but the curtain wall, I would like to say, maybe curtain wall by itself does not make sense, because this should be these are huge size of curtain glazing, right? Huge size. So you need to divide this. So we have here curtain grid. You select grid. Well, I need to divide here. Something like that. Something I need. Now I just provide here. Okay, something like that. I just provide. So then, now that each one is maybe let's see. Use the tab key here. I select one segment here, right? Because I divided. Now then you're gonna need to provide margin. Margin, you provide all of this. Select that. Now here is something like curtain wall kind of. So if you don't say anything, maybe you can change this. Let me say visibility style. I want to change the shade. So now you can see, right? This is a curtain wall. This is a glazing, right? Something like this. It's color. It's a bit better to see, maybe. I'm not sure, right? But this is a wall. So now, what kind of property do we have? Before I had, and this one is different, right? So now you want to select that. Many, 93 selected, right? Wall 1. Now, what else do I have? 93. 59 is Marion, and curtain wall grid, right? Panel, curtain panel, so on, right? That's I selected here, right? But I want to select only curtain wall. You select that, then you can see curtain wall property, right? Okay. Then you can change this one. Well, let me put this at 0 from first floor to and offset 0. Right? I change, sorry, I change and apply. Now, something delete element, because above here I have Mario and so on, so that's okay. You can delete here, delete element, delete. Now, it's adjusted, right? Something like this. You can see. So, now, this is a curtain wall. What else? Okay, let me say, I want to select all of this again. Then, wall here. Can I change this something else? Let me say, let me put the stacked wall here. Wow, it's changed. Curtain wall is disappeared, right? Can I change the curtain wall again? Can I change? Well, I've selected what curtain, the stacked wall right now. Stacked wall. Can I change to the curtain wall? Change curtain wall. Now, what happened? Outside is gone. Outside is remaining here. Margin is remaining, but margin outside, 4 margins are remaining, but all others inside is gone and the curtain grid is gone, right? So now you cannot reverse, but anyway, so you need to create another one too, probably. But you can see here, you can change back to the curtain wall again, right? Now let me go back to the stacked wall. You select. That way, maybe it's good. Wall, one wall, and curtain margin, and I don't want to select here. Apply, okay. Right. Then I want to back to this stacked wall. Right. Okay. Now, the stacked wall, right? Now this is a regular wall here. Let me compare stacked wall to regular wall, right? Regular. We call this a basic wall, and the curtain wall, and the stacked wall, right? This wall you have already set here. Basic wall, curtain wall, stacked wall. These are families you cannot create. In a sense, you can modify these names here. So that means you can modify basic wall. Let me take that. Maybe just simply, I want to take that. Okay. That is a stacked wall. Stacked wall, where is stacked wall? But the stacked wall only one time, right? Curtain wall, in case this project case is one time, but sometimes different time too. Then let me say stacked wall. I will open edit type from property. Then you can see here. Then nothing here, nothing but just tiny bit here. So structure, and maybe before doing anything, you should duplicate. Then accept this name and then edit structure. Now we have something here, some description here, but I want to open. Now here is a situation. We have section, right? Now that's wall structure here. So that is, I select here, I select here, right? Now this up to here, from the bottom to up to here, and this brick on wood stab. So which means this is a stab and this is a brick, right? And now here is something like a wood shingle on wood stab, right? So outside is the shingle and the wood stab is a structure, right? Now, seems like you can see, you can guess. This is a one wall type and stacked one wall type, another one stacked on top of that. That's a stacked one, right? Yeah, let me just say cancel for now. Then cancel for now, right? Now, this is one stacked wall here. Now, let me go back to the basic wall here. So basic wall. Let me take that, and then file selected, just the wall selected. I'm gonna change this one, something, maybe let's see. I wanna save, maybe, okay. Let me just say, maybe something like this. How about this exterior siding on wood stud? I change. Now here is siding pattern, right? Siding and wood stud, right? So now here we have something like that. I want to edit type and I want to duplicate. Then okay. Now if I want to duplicate because I have a purpose, I want to change the structure. So edit. Then now right now, so this one is probably this might be safer, but you want to economize a little bit differently. So somehow, so maybe your room is not too big, very small, tiny. So now you can see here stat sign thickness 5.5 inches, right? So this is a 2 by 6 number. 2 by 6